Hi everyone and welcome to the Hot Seat with Louise. So in this show I talk to business people about their social media channels and I give them advice on how they can improve things. So today I'm very delighted to welcome Thomas Conifrey into the Hot Seat. Thomas, you're very welcome to the show.
Thanks very much, Louise. I'm delighted to be here.
Good stuff. So Thomas, do you want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we have a pharmacy in Dublin called Conifrey's Care Plus Pharmacy, and we're based in Pearse Street in Dublin too. It's a family business, and like I say, I'm working with Louise and just trying to be a bit more consistent in my posting on Facebook. That's really the big challenge I have. That I have content maybe for today, but I'm finding it I'm finding it difficult to think about next week. Maybe what I'm going to post next week. I'm a bit reactive in terms of my posting.
Okay, yeah, and you know that would be really common. I think that would probably be the most common issue I would see with businesses is that lots of people, you know, just are reacting and just kind of doing something at the last minute. And you're not too bad now. There's worse.
Oh, thanks.
So just tell me how your business is different to other pharmacies then on located then in the same in the same general area.
So how are we different? Well, I'm just trying to think that we're a family business. I mean, there's a big difference in comparison to all our competitors. Like we're 65 years in operation this year,
okay.
So we have a history and we have a kind of a legacy. Maybe I don't know if that's the right word in the area. And Facebook, I've had mixed results with Facebook. Some stuff goes well, some doesn't go so well. So and then I think when I get a good result, I'm delighted. But then I find if I get a bad result or I get no response, then I'm kind of back to square one. So I need to be a bit more consistent. And, you know, I think if I can learn what works and what doesn't work, I would make a better fist of it.
I know.
Yeah.
There is a thing called the casino effect. You know that when it was for social media. So the casino effect is where, you know, well, I don't gamble, but apparently when people gamble that, you know, sometimes you win and you get that high, and then sometimes you don't win and you get that low. But if you're continually just getting highs, you would appreciate, you know, the feeling of when you have success. And so they say that on social media that the algorithms kind of follow to a certain extent sometimes that casino effect, so that when you do get the win, that feeling is more addictive. You know, so bear that in mind as well. But like, there's definitely things that you can do to make your content more successful. But before I go on to that, I just wanted to delve a little bit deeper. So if I was walking into your pharmacy as a customer, how would my experience be different to customers walking into other pharmacies nearby? So let's say it's a chain like a Boots or something. What's the difference?
Well, like I said, the family business is what is the kind of the thing we trade on, if you know what I mean. That in comparison, we're the only family pharmacy business. We're the only one within about 2 kilometers of where we are. So, and like I say, we've been here a long time. We know our customers; they know us, hopefully. So I think we have that bit of more of a personal touch than you might get if you go to just a chain shop or somewhere where you don't necessarily know everybody, or the staff don't necessarily know the customers. Maybe it's a bit like going into a supermarket versus going into a local shop. Okay. That's how I would maybe compare it.
Okay. So the staff that you have, are they there a long time?
They are a lot. I think the most recent person we took on is 11 years ago. So we have a good consistency.
Okay. Now that's important, Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
That's important because that is something that's going to differentiate you from another pharmacy, which may be a chain which might have a high turnover of staff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know, like, family business is lovely and you have a lovely history, and that's important. But you need to be able to differentiate yourself in the eyes of the customer, because people only care about themselves. So if they're walking in the door to you, they make a decision: am I going to go in here or am I going to go in there? One of the things I think which would have a big impact is that the staff are there a long time. They know the products that are in the store. Like, there is nothing worse than when you walk into some place and you say, have you got such and such? And they're like, oh, I don't know, I'm only new. That drives me nuts. Like,
Yes.
so, I think what you need to do is, and this is important, and the reason I'm kind of going through that is you need to know what your core messages are, because they need to be the messages that come across in your posting.
Yeah.
So if your core messages are family, yes. If your core messages are, long established, and our staff retention, and our staff are here a long time, and our staff are very knowledgeable, they're very friendly, they know our customers, and they have good knowledge. There are some core messages straight away that need to come back time and time again. Okay, now, who's front of house then? Are you working in the pharmacy?
Yeah.
You're there, and
myself, I have another pharmacist that works for me as well. I have 2 or 3 girls who work on the front of the shop as well.
Okay.
So between us all, we kind of keep the show on the road.
So would there be like a consistent, if I went into the pharmacy, would I get to know the faces fairly rapidly because they're there all day, every day? Okay, that's important.
It's always some combination of us, if you know what I mean, Louise.
Okay.
So it might not be me, like it's not me at the moment because I'm here, but I have a lady that works for me, and she's there. If I'm not there, she's there. Or at the same time, 2 of us could be there. Okay. So you always find one of us.
Okay, so what I think that's important as well, because I think that what you want is that your staff, and will they go on social media for you?
No, they're not that keen. Even to get a like out of them can be difficult. But I've asked customers to do it, but the staff aren't that keen to do it. Some of them, I think 2 of them don't use Facebook as well.
Okay, so here's the thing I'm going to say, and it might be wildly unpopular, but like, I think that social media is like, it's a big part of everybody's lives. Like, there's 7.2 billion people on the planet, and 3.4 billion of those are social media users.
Yeah.
And that presents a huge opportunity for businesses, because people are going around with their phones in their hands all day, every day. They're in their pockets, they're in their handbags. And so we have the opportunity to reach them. But the other challenge is that the 3.4 billion people on social media, so how do you stand out? And so the type of content that I'm going to talk to you about in a minute is content that really needs to be, personable. It needs to be really specific to your particular premises. So what you want to say to your staff, and I know this is very unpopular, but I'm going to say it, and I think it's something that's going to be into the future, is just to say, like, this is part of your job. That if, I need you, that if you were an expert on this particular cream, that you tell me, do it this way, not that way. And it's not just a nice to have, let's have a bit of crack and let's do a bit of fun on Facebook, that this is actually part of getting customers in through the door. And that this is so important for your job and for my business, that it's not a nice to have, it's you have to do it. And ways to get over people's shyness is to offer them training. You're a member of my Social Media Superstars program. So on my website, there's like over 6 hours of training. There's also a training module on video marketing. And it's a really practical, down-to-earth training module on how somebody can pick up the phone and create a video for social media. And I think that through training and through kind of setting expectations and say, hey guys, like, I really need you to come on board with this, and this is what's going to be expected. Because what you want, Thomas, is that when I walk into the door and I have seen Mary, let's say, talk about this product, that I walk up to Mary and I go, hi Mary, can I get that in this size and that size? So that people actually know the names of your staff because they've seen them on social media. And that is the effect that social media can have. So I think that's important as well, because you can't take this all on yourself. So that's something I think that like starting off in 2020, I think that would be a good thing to do for your business.
That's a great idea, actually. I never thought of it like that, like as make it as part of the job. I was thinking in their own capacity of being like, a civilian, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, like they don't have to be on social media themselves, not at all. But they just need to be able to do video content for you. That's the big thing I want to talk to you about. As you know, I'm like a broken record. And now the other thing is, would you ever have, let's say, planning meetings at the beginning of the month about social media?
No. I wouldn't, I'm afraid, Louise. I mean, I look on week to week has things come up, or I'd like say, for example, I've been looking at January. There might be certain days, like there might be. I think it's Lung Cancer Awareness Month or something like that at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get a bit of stuff together about that to
Okay.
post.
Yeah.
Now, that's the extent of it, really. I mean, I look for ideas. Flu vaccinations at the moment, where we're doing a lot of them.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a bit of work on that today as well.
Okay. So
this is the kind of things I'm
that was my
working
next question. What's big this month? So it's lung cancer awareness. And what did you say? Flu vaccine.
Yeah, big, it's in the news. So
flu vaccine. Well, that's what's in the news. And anything else then that's big?
At the moment, not really. It's a kind of a sort of there's not a lot out there. Not a lot of events. I mean, I have something at the end of the month. It's a pediatric first aid course I'm running, and I'm in the process of getting like things designed for it, like posters designed and stuff for Facebook.
Yeah.
Put together. So that's about a week away before I'll have that.
Okay. So okay, a few things there. What I would recommend is that, like, at the beginning of the month, even if it's like 10 minutes, half an hour, that there's a planning meeting. And I'd like that. We've just like we've had this discussion here, that we say, okay, what's on this month? It's lung cancer, it's flu vaccine, it's pediatric. There's 3 things. All you need is one more, and you've got one for every week. And that you literally say, okay, will you take that one? Will you take that one? Will you take that one? And you take that one. And what you should be aiming for is video content. Now, I had a look down through your page, and I can see that you have lots of really informative notes and articles on your page. But what will perform much better for you is if your staff picking up the phone and somebody records somebody else or puts it on selfie mode or whatever, and they say lung cancer awareness. Here's if you're trying to give up cigarettes, here's 3 bits of advice we offer. This will help with the taste. This will help with the craving. This will help with something else.
Yeah.
And just keep it short and snappy. The flu vaccine, I don't even know what advice you'd give around that. Or, if you're going for the flu vaccine, here's 3 reasons to do it. And here's the big, make sure that that you're not sick, or I don't know what it is.
Yes, I know what you mean. There's plenty of information. I just need 3 points, I suppose.
Yeah. And just get into the habit of doing those. And the pediatric first aid, if you're running something at the end of the month, you need to have a Facebook event created today.
Yeah.
Like, you're now the 8th of the month. You need to give yourself a decent lead time. So I would be looking at a piece of content every week for that course. So can you talk about, do you know somebody who's had an experience with a child that stopped breathing? Do you know somebody who's had an experience with a child who's choking?
We've done it before. So I mean, I have pictures from the previous ones.
No, we don't want pictures. We want a video.
A video, right? Okay.
We want a video of somebody saying, my child was 2, and then their lips turned blue, and I didn't know what to do, and this is what happened, and you should really go to this course.
Understand, yeah. Right, yeah.
If you know people like that, you need to find 1 or 2 people, and so they talk about their experience, their story, what happened to them, and then at the end of it, you say, is it a free course?
Yes.
So like, everybody should be going, but you need that video content this week. And so what day is today? It's
3 weeks away.
It's 3 weeks away. So you need one now, today or tomorrow. You need one on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
You need one sometime midweek next week. You need one the following Sunday. So you need to find people. They don't need to be long videos, and they don't have to be shot in store. You just need to find people who've had scares, or you need to find the guy or the person, or woman even, who's giving the pediatric first aid. Get them to record a video, and they can WhatsApp it to you. And So the important thing there is that they don't put it up on their Facebook and you share it from there. The important thing is that they WhatsApp it to you and you upload that as original content on your page. And what's also important, Thomas, is that you give that video a really good description so people want to click in and see it. It's like, hear how this lady coped when her 2-year-old stopped breathing. And you're like, Jesus, what was that about? Or here's a pediatric trainer and the 3 scariest things that they've come across. And so that will help. And set up a Facebook event as well. Yes,
I was going to do that. Yeah, I was going to leave till the weekend, but I'll do it today now. Yeah.
I just think you need to give yourself time.
Yes, I
Then
know.
all of a sudden it'll be on top of you, and then
Yeah.
oh, that didn't,
Well,
there wasn't
I didn't have content or I didn't have posters, so I was waiting to kind of get some of them through before I started putting it up.
The posters won't work on social media because they're text heavy.
Okay,
So
right.
posters will work in store, it leaves them in store.
Yeah.
They're not meant for social media.
Yeah.
So what will work on social media is video content or just images with free of text.
Yeah. Okay.
So look, have you any other questions for me?
No, you gave me loads there to go away with now. So.
Well, look, you might come back to us in a little while and let us know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
How you get on. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.